In other news tonight, weeks after Wilson Price died while on the job at the power plant in Wellington, his mother still questioning if the 20-year-old's death could have been prevented.
KSN's Derek Lytle talked to Wilson's mother and the Wellington city manager. Derek, what are they saying?
Yeah, Jeff, Julia, Wilson's mother Blakely says they're unable to move through their grief without knowing if their son's death could have been avoided. She says they've tried to gain clarity from city leaders in Wellington and have been stonewalled. Wilson Price died early September, coming into contact with a charged piece of equipment at Wellington's power plant. His mother Blakely says mourning has taken its toll.
It doesn't really get easier. You think it would, but it doesn't.
Burying Wilson last week, she says the family has been pleading with the city for answers of what led up to their son's death. She's worried about his friends getting hurt as they return to the job site.
They're terrified. They're worried for their safety too. They don't even want to work. I mean, would you knowing that you're being put in that position where you could die and you're not qualified to do the work?
Only on the job since January, Blakely questions whether Wilson had enough hours of training for the high voltage work he was doing and if he had the right equipment or guidance, all things that haunt the family daily. She says not knowing keeps them from providing Wilson peace.
Just want some answers. It seems like a lot of people know everything and nobody will tell us anything, and it's our son's life, and we just want answers for him.
We took her questions to Wellington City Manager Jeff Porter.
20-year-old kid and a grieving mother, what would you say to her at this point, weeks without answers? What would you say to her as we wait for that investigation to be completed?
All loss of life is tragic, and we all want answers. And, as a community, as the city, as his coworkers, we all desperately want those answers.
The city brought in an outside firm to investigate, and Porter says their hands are tied until that is complete. He says if there is wrongdoing, they will make changes immediately, saying no one wins when an investigation lingers on.
We want to make sure we have the best answers we can get, and those things take time.
Now, I have learned that there are several open investigations into his death, including the Kansas Department of Labor and OSHA, and those findings could take that time. Cato tells me they do not have a time frame. However, OSHA's investigation must be completed within the next 6 months. Here for you, Derek Lytle, KSN News 3.